Hello. I worked really hard on my audio since last time. I'm hoping that that will make it so you can actually hear me over everything else happening. Here, one sec. Let me just disappear for a moment. Can I get my mouth to move when I talk? Come on. It works so well in practice, like directly up until you hit the go live button. And then like all of a sudden stuff stops working. Okay. I return. I'm back. Alright, today, I'm gonna play HoloCure because I really like this game and I've already put 68 hours into it. I've cleared at least the first stage with everyone. I got all of the gacha ranks maxed out for everyone. I'm waiting for the Pecora Casino. That's my next big thing. I can't wait for that. Man, this game rules. Alright, let's at least start the game. Kill my music. Let's see if this turns on correctly. Get me out of here. Please work. Here we go. In the year 20XX, an unexpected online takeover began. A new group of idols surfaced on the internet known as virtual idols. People were skeptical at first, but over time these virtual idols gathered many fans. Many grew to love these VTubers very much. However, one day an evil force came in and took advantage of the fans and their love. The evil force brainwashed the fans, turning them into mindless minions, blinded by their own love. The VTubers knew they had to help their fans come back to their senses, and thus began their quest to save the fans. That always does, like, hype me up a little bit. I do like that, like, canonically, we are the bad guys here. Let's see, how good is the audio? Am I loud? I think I'm loud. OBS tells me that I'm louder than everything else. Man, I sure hope that I just realized one other thing that I might have done that's bad. Okay, no. We're good. Now the question is, who should I play as? Let me just like... This will be my spot. Yeah, right there. That's you can pick me. My moves, I'll have to think about what my loadout would be. I used to play Mume almost exclusively. I got her to max rank first because she's really busted. Oh good, sounds great. I worked really hard on the audio, man. You don't even know. I put like an hour into just audio stuff today. I learned about noise gates. What else did I learn about? I learned about suppressors. And now, I'm clicking my mechanical keyboard really loud, and if you hear it, then I've failed you. And if you don't hear it, then there's a success. Let's see. I feel like I gotta be the rat, just to like remain in in accordance with my debut. Oh man, I like the costumes too. I like the original, but also you get the mask on like the New Year's one. But then you get Mr. Squeaks up here if you play the casual outfit. Let's see. Have I done all the stages yet? I haven't. I'm not even on hard with Bae yet, so we'll do that to start. She's got like a crit build thing. Oh, I have the difficulty on max. So if it looks harder than you're used to if you've played it, I turned it all the way up so that way I could get more experience faster and destroy more penguins per second. Gotta get your PPS up, which is like very in character for Bae actually. Okay. PPs per second. Oh great, I'm 5 minutes in, I'm already losing it. But yeah, there's like a crit thing that you have to do where you gotta get crit to 100%. And I'm not good at builds that require thinking. I like to unga bunga it all. I don't want plushie. Plushie kind of sucks. People say it's good, but like, if plushie saves your life from the shield you get, then you probably should have died and done something different. Probably shouldn't get this because I should try to hit 100 crit naturally. Man, so now that we're in a VTuber-centric game, I feel like this is the best place for me to talk about my thoughts on recent VTuber developments while this all goes on. I was watching with Little Brother Raccoon the collab between Council and Iris when Council did not close technically and Iris's solo generation did, and now they're like a new unit, which is like what I've wanted for over a year now. I've been saying, oh, you should put Iris in Council and like give her some new lore, give her some space powers. I'll give Haste. Haste is good with Faye. But like, yeah, I thought they should give her some space powers, put her on the Council, and just call it a day, right? But instead of doing that, they form a new unit of 5 without closing the unit of 4. So now like there's a unit that's just all of the Promise unit, but without Iris. And so, like, are they going to do anything with Council ever again? My bet is on no, unless she's, like, sick or something. So at that point, you should just close it, right? Originally, I thought, oh, this is a good idea. But the more I think about it, the more I think they probably should have just, like, closed the idea of Council. Give them some new lore. Make it so, like, instead of guiding the universe from a distance, they're like, oh, we're going to go and actually experience it or something with Iris or whatever. I thought that would have been sick, but, you know. Wait a minute. Oh, nice. I have a package arriving soon, which I'm gonna have to sign for. That sucks. Hopefully I can hear them ring the doorbell. The DHL people... Here's the thing about shipping services, right? I used to work at a particular shipping service, like a logistics company. And you knock for your first, like, month, you knock really loud, and then you're like, you know, I'll start hitting the doorbell, right? And hopefully that works. And then, like, 80% of houses, their doorbell doesn't work. And, like, especially if they need a signature, I'll slam the door like I'm about to be murdered. But if it doesn't need a signature and the doorbell doesn't work, like, you're gonna get a little knock. You're not gonna get, like, the cop knock that you're expecting, right? But if you need a signature, yeah, man, you better beat that door down. Yeah, I should be going all crit to start. I have most of the collab recipes memorized, but I always forget how to make Eldritch Cooking and not the other one with the fire bucket or Ian's Curse. I always get confused, like, which one you use spider cooking with to get the one that you want. Do I dare take lab coat while on max difficulty? I probably won't even get much out of it, but I'll just play good. Man, this ultimate looks really awesome. It's gonna look even better with RGB on. Too late. But it looks better the more stuff that you get. I should probably be getting the experience items first. But yeah, so I was thinking about this game, right? And I was thinking about my goals and stuff from my first stream. And I said that I wanted to do a 12-hour stream. And I was thinking, well, what game could I play for 12 hours straight and not die and have, like, a purpose the whole time? And I thought, man, you know what I could do is try to grind out a world record in this game over the course of a 12-hour stream. Because, like, worst case, you go 12 straight hours and you don't, like, get anywhere, but you've completed the goal, and then all is right in the world. And best case, I become, like, an internet celebrity, right? And everyone will watch that and be like, wow, look at this guy. So yeah, I might go for that. I don't know if I have the the power to play this game well for 12 hours. Like, you don't think that the world record will come at hour 11, right? When you're like all screwed up from doing it for 10 hours before then. But also, like, you just need one fluke run where you get all of the super items. It could be done. I was looking up builds too, and it turns out the highest scoring character now is Crony, because you can freeze all the Yagos. And like, that will buy you time past the 30-minute mark. If you haven't played this before, if you play stage mode, it only goes up to 20 minutes, and then like you win when you beat the boss at 20 minutes. But there's an infinite mode, which, like, despite what it sounds like, you're not gonna make it forever, because at 30 minutes after the 20-minute boss, just an endless stream of Yago heads attack you incessantly forever, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. And so basically, to get a high score, you have to find a way to resist the Yagos for a couple minutes, right? And I've seen people get to like 40 minutes, and it turns out that Crony is the way to do that, because you can freeze them, and thus, like, if you've built a bunch of speed, you can avoid them when you freeze them. You can kind of juke them, especially in stage 2, which is just like one big hallway. They all come from like just 2 directions instead of all 4. Before this build of the game, I didn't play it back then, but there was a build for Ina where she was actually unkillable. And if you just stood still, like, all your tentacles would absorb the Yagos and turn them into little Takodachis for you. That'll heal you. And you could get enough healing that would outpace the damage that the Yagos do, like when they hit their absolute maximum Yago output, right? But then the problem was, to submit your score, you have to die. And once Ina got rolling too fast and healing too much, she could not be killed. So the key was to scrape along with your life, what life you had, until you break the world record, and then you have to find a way to let the Yagos kill you, which you have to basically play bullet hell, but the healing is the bullets. And the little Takodachi healer guys will just try to ruin your world record, and then you get soft-locked forever. Nice. So yeah, I thought that would be a fun thing to do. But since all of the characters are tracked separately for world record purposes, what I could do is pick a character that people don't play very often and try to get their record, because that would be easier, right? I could find someone who has like no known tech to make it past 30 minutes consistently, and just bash my head against the wall with them, hoping to get like procs from headphones that gives you like a hit of invincibility, and just wait until it hands it to me, right? Because that, you know, that might be a better idea, because there are people far better than me at this game who will be able to do the Crony thing consistently and well. But what they don't have is 12 hours to kill, hoping to get lucky over and over and over with like a 20% chance. That might be what I do. The only problem then is I'm gonna have to figure out who to play, and also something that I can talk about for 12 straight hours. Because the visuals on that and the music will probably eventually destroy your ears and your eyes and your sanity. Definitely it'll destroy mine, but like maybe that's what will provide the entertainment factor. Yeah, I've been thinking about like stream ideas and stuff. Mostly in relation to the goals I had, because I've been consistent streaming on Monday, only 3 times in a row, but I'll take 3 as a pattern, right? You establish a pattern at 3. So I'm gonna say that I've been a good raccoon so far. And so yeah, I'm on track for that. I've got an idea for the 12-hour. I still need a friend. Don't we all? But I need a friend to do a collab with at some point, which I think will be the hardest one. It was when I was making those goals, I was thinking like, oh, I should make sure that I don't do anything that relies on other people. I want this to all be on me. But then also I really wanted to do like a collab with somebody at some point. So I gotta find someone who's willing to hang out with a nobody for at least a little bit. So that'll be fun. I'll have to go on like r/virtual YouTubers or whatever and find someone, a similar nobody, right, to hang out with for a little bit. Here's spider cooking. Win a triple with all good things. Jeez. Little late for study glasses, but better late than never in most cases. Good chance of get the bombs. Good damage. Yeah, I've got pretty good stickers too. But yeah, so collab is gonna be hard. But I was talking to a party member of mine on a quest that I do, you know, 5 times a week, that kind of quest, a real grind, if you will. And we were talking, right, about the cooking idea, where he was like, "Oh, VTubers do cooking? Like I thought you were only gonna be, you know, through this little avatar thing." And I'm like, well, you know, you can do all kinds of stuff. And he's like, well, what kind of cooking are you gonna do? Like, are you gonna make normal food? And it's like, oh no, dude, we're gonna make the most unholy food possible. And I thought, like, there's a dish, like an actually good dish called the garbage plate. I'm like, well, that's thematic, right? I could do that. But then I was like, you know, I talked about Pilk in the debut, like the Pepsi milk thing and how it was pretty good. I talked about the Red Bull steak, which was horrible, but I think the potential was there. And I thought, what if I did a Pilk recipe making and tasting stream, right? Where I'll make a bunch of different kinds of Pilk, and then I'll try them all, and we'll see what Pilks are good. And I thought, well, how can you mess with Pilk, right? For one, you can just substitute one of the ingredients here. The Pepsi or the milk, that is. You could put chocolate milk in there, get some chocolate Pilk going. Oh, this is the thing where I always forget. Do I dare look it up? You know, EN Curse is good by itself, so I'm gonna just do this one. Yeah, Elite Cooking. I think that's the one you want. Yeah, Eldritch Horror is the other, and you do not want that one. But yeah, the Pilk thing, right? So, you can of course change one of the ingredients, get that chocolate Pilk, or you could make Pegnog with eggnog instead of milk. But that's some basic stuff, right? I want to really like push the boundaries of Pilk and what it can be to me. And so I'm all like, man, what if I like added stuff in? I could actually make like a decent Pilk with like, you slice up some bananas and put some whipped cream in your Pilk. You could sell that at Starbucks for like $6. And the high school teenage crowd would buy it on their lunch break from school. But then it's like, well, that's like a good Pilk, right? What about a comedy Pilk? So I thought, what if we made a Flame Strike Pilk, right? Because we were playing Affogato yesterday, or last week. And they made the really spicy coffee, which I guess is a real thing. And I'm like, what if I put like red pepper flakes and chili oil inside my Pilk? And I made a spicy Pilk, right? I think it could be really good. It might mask some of the horror that standard Pilk, like, brings out in people, because it will hurt too much to realize what you're doing. So there's that. And then it's like, you could put, like a savory, we thought of like a hot dog Pilk. Thank you, by the way, to this party member who helped brainstorm the Pilk recipes. We thought of a hot dog Pilk, right? Where it's standard Pilk, but then you put ketchup and mustard in there, and you could get like some onion. And yeah, you could have like a hot dog Pilk. What was it we had? Oh yeah, a Pilk for summer, right? Get this. So you know when you're grilling and they have liquid smoke? Yeah, you know where that's going. you put some liquid smoke in your pilk and you have barbecue pilk for summertime. I think that, like, I'm onto something here. You know, this is actually the game I used to test how streaming software worked. And I uploaded it, like, a video of me just playing this game and, like, using a VTuber model, like a free one, before I had, like, all my files had been transferred over here. And, I was really freaked out because the moment I uploaded the video to my channel, even private, like, so no one can see it, I got a copyright notice from YouTube. And I looked into it, and it's like, oh, we detected copywritten material in this game or whatever, and it was like a 4-second snippet of the main theme on the title screen. But then it said, oh, it's copywritten, but anyone can use it anyway, so nothing bad will happen to you. And now we're testing that theory by playing it for the world to see, and see if they change their tune, right? We can hope that this will work out. Yeah, that looks really good, actually. That ult with all my weapons going. Man, yeah, this build is pretty fun now that I'm playing it. I remember I tried to play Bae first when I first got this game, and had no idea what I was doing, and I struggled really hard. But now that I have some idea of how to play, it's a lot more fun. And a little more consistent. I guess having eliminates and rerolls will make anything consistent. Got the golden hammer already level 51. I guess I'll get the idol song so I can make the concert collab. I don't have room for the idol outfit to get the super collab, but that's fine, whatever. Yeah, people were talking about this update and, like, the balance changes, and, like, I've never known anything before this update. But apparently the collab items are, like, way underpowered now, and so, like, you spend a bunch of level ups to get 2 items, which you then transform into 1 item that is about as powerful as a maxed out single item. And so people are like, why would you spend 5 extra levels or 7 extra levels to make a collab? Which made me think, like, I probably should look up, like, a legit build, especially if I'm gonna go for a world record. But, if I'm going for, like, a sleeper hit of, like, a character no one plays, like, seriously, then maybe I could just, like, try to figure out a build that no one has thought of, right? Like a secret weapon. But also for a game like this, people already, like, thought of everything, you know? Oh, do I dare mess up my build for more money? Yeah. Who would I be if I didn't do that, right? Question is it better to sell this for $12.60? Probably better to upgrade this, because this will give me a ton of money. Although without super chats on, I'm gonna have to manually pick up all the money. Man, speaking of this rat, last night I went to go play board games with people, and usually I'm in bed at like 9 p.m. because of the nature of the stuff I gotta do. And I stayed up till like 2 a.m. and then I drove home and just passed out immediately. And I'm all like, oh, you know, there's a karaoke stream that I wanted to watch that's happening 6 hours after I went to bed, right? And I'm all like, I'll just miss it, whatever, it's unarchived, but, you know, it's fine. So I didn't set an alarm because there's very few days of my life where I can wake up without an alarm. And then, like clockwork, I woke up like 5 hours and 58 minutes later, right before the stream started. And I'm all like, man, I think that my subconscious knew how bad I wanted to see that, and was like, you don't have to make the sacrifice. We'll wake you up. So it shook me awake, and I watched the thing, and now, like, now that I think about it, I didn't sleep very much, which is bad, because when I'm doing other things work related, I don't sleep very much during that time either. So I should probably sleep somewhat soon. What time is it? Oh my gosh, it's only like afternoon. Yeah, I'll try to survive till like 7 p.m. and then just completely zonk. There's the golden anvil. Oh, it's already maxed. Does it level up more, or did I level it twice? When you use an upgraded stamp. God, this is gonna look insane when I use my alt. I wonder if my computer will be okay with me doing that. And then using the streaming software and VTube Studio and all that stuff at once. Get the potato in there, why not? There's only 5 minutes left in the round. Yeah, I might stream again at 6. 6 Western time. Like 9 Eastern time. Wait a minute, why do they call it Eastern time on the East Coast, and then they call it Pacific time on the West Coast? Why don't they call it Western time? There's got to be a reason for that, right? But I might not stream at 6 because there's Costco pizza in my future, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make that happen. Taste is so good, but probably not as good as Crit, which is at 80% now. Yeah, better not. Sacrifice everything for the coins. I gotta build up like millions of coins before the Pecora Casino update happens, so that way I can just gamble like there's no tomorrow when it comes out. I have a huge issue with gambling in video games, in that like when there is a side activity that allows you to gamble, I'll just keep doing it to the detriment of like everything else in the game. Like, I played Grand Blue Fantasy for a while, and like I played the main story for like 2 or 3 hours, and then I'm like, there's a casino where you can play bingo. And all I'll say now is that I know all of the numbers up to 30 in Japanese, and I've never once like tried to learn them because bingo. Man, I'm dropping a lot of stamps. But yeah, like Grand Blue has it. Phantasy Star Online had it too, where you could play like blackjack. And I put more time into that than I did the actual game. There's too many good games out there, man. And not enough time to play them all. I say, having sunk like, what was it, 68 hours into this? Yeah, I'm gonna, unless there's a dire emergency, I'll probably save my ult for the boss, because the boss here is a nightmare. I should probably turn off some of the difficulty settings if I'm going to play Stage 3 hard on stream, because I will get blown up in the first 5 minutes. My damage is pretty insane, but it's not very focused, so killing bosses will take a long time. Yeah, that body pillow is helping. Big shield. Probably my favorite defensive item, because I just don't have to think about it very much. And then it comes back and saves you. The axe and the potato do not collab at all, huh? I wasted. Oh, there's only a minute and a half. Be fine. now, I probably should have been building that crit rate. I needed 20%, but I'm getting crits on like every hit anyway. There might be a source of crit in my skills. Yeah, I wonder if this number actually makes this number go up, or if this is like innate plus my 3% from that skill. Because that would put me at 83, and then plus 20 more would actually put me at 100. And I'm not seeing any damage come out that's not critting. I think those yellow hits are regular crits, and the purples are doubles. So I'll just get coins now. I'm pretty much maxed. Yeah, the way to get money in this game is to hire the little worker dudes and just sit around at the Hollow House and watch your guys just run around in a field and gain you money for doing whatever job it is they're doing. And then just feed them some wheat every once in a while. Yeah, I was reading this thread online about all of the like side modes in that are coming to this game, and some people are like, oh, I'm worried that they're gonna just keep adding more and more sub games to it and forget about like this part where you're shooting at stuff. But like, I don't know, I always kind of liked mini games in games. I feel like it rounds out the experience, because like I enjoy this part and I'll probably do it for 12 hours straight, but barring that situation, it's good to have something to take a break from, right? But without like getting up and doing something else. Like a different way to play the same game, I guess is what I'm talking about, is nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to destroy this boss. I think that's the one that sucks. I should go for both. Oh my gosh, the damage is insane on this ult. Yeah, this build is actually very powerful. Free money right before the end. Yeah, if you can take out the one that charges, you're in business, because that thing will destroy you. Jeez, that was very powerful. Go check on my dudes. Get some plants. I wonder if there's special dialogue if you come to the plant spot as Fauna. Let's see what they say to not Fauna. Pretty much just like tutorial stuff. Yeah. All tutorial stuff. Let's see. I'm curious. Yeah, check that out. Even the tutorial stuff is like flavor. That's cute. I like stuff like that. Would have given me free stuff. I guess I have enough money that I should probably be using the enchanted soil. I wonder if the little fish dude, like, has special dialogue for Gura. Let's find out about that. I never thought to check this stuff. Huh, yeah, check that out. Whoops. Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, these guys. It turns out that there was a certain update where there was a Google document that anyone could go to and just put their name in. And that's how all of the names got rolled for these dudes. Let's give him some food. This guy wants to eat 5 turtles. Absolute monster. They take so long to level, but like they're not even leveled all the way, and they give me, you'll see, more money than we just made playing for 20 minutes. And like they will pretty much run out of stamina in like 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah, 185,000 just for that. And then they get right back to it. All you gotta do is remember to grow some plants for them. I have a decent amount of seeds just like sitting around. Might as well throw them in there. Yeah, it's funny. When I was doing the test stream, I had my little brother watching that I sent him a direct invite to. You didn't see that. I sent him a direct invite, and I just had it on this screen for like 45 minutes. And he was like playing a video game and just listening in, seeing how it sounded and how it worked. And by the end of it, I think that the song probably like made him violent. There are 2 people that I've not done stage 1 with. But stage 1 is probably too easy for us, so we'll do that later. I used to play a lot of Amelia. She was the second person I got maxed. She has really good outfits. I really dig this one. How far did I get her? Stage 2 hard. I can do that. Man, the patch notes for when Amelia's special got nerfed, it used to freeze time for 15 seconds, right? And now it freezes time for 10, but the patch notes were like, it still freezes time for 15 seconds, it's just that the player experiences the first 5, which I thought was like hilarious. Oh man, Blacksmith gear is so good. I gotta take it. Even though multi-shot projectiles are like really good for Ame. Yeah, I gotta just go full bore into the anvil stuff this early if they will hand it to me. And experience stuff too? Oh my gosh. It's gonna be a good run, hopefully. This stage is tough for me. People say that the left to right, like, scrolling of it is actually a benefit, but I get, like, pincer attacked if I am not careful. Man, you know what's difficult doing this? I only have one monitor, so in playing the game, I can't monitor OBS, so I have no idea how I look to you guys, like, in the moment, which kind of sucks. So I could just be making a hilarious face right now, and I'd never know it until I, like, watch back the tapes. Because, yeah, I'll, like, directly after a stream, I'll sit back and scrub through it and just, like, see how I did and, like, how I sound. And I can't believe that I, like, sound like I do. The voice in my head is not the voice that comes out. I'm trying to think about who would be like a fun character to play as for the world record. I think Anya has a really unique mechanic where if you stay still, all of the enemies slow down like 90% and you start gaining your health back. So I wonder if you could make a build that utilizes that, but it might not slow the Yagos, right? Because they count as bosses, and I don't know if bosses are affected by such a move. But if you could make like the tankiest of tank builds and just become invincible to the Yagos, that could be pretty good. There was a glitch in the early version of this game where if you let this play out without skipping it, this number would not stop going up. So people would just like find a box and then like go eat a sandwich and come back and have like 1,000,000 holo coins. That was weird. Was that intentional? Is that a hard mode thing where they slow down? I hate tricky stuff like that in bullet hell games. Like, I played some Toho forever ago. I played the 8th one. And there are lasers that are curvy. And for some reason, my brain cannot comprehend, like, just ever so slightly curving lines and where they'll end up. Like, I need them to go in a linear fashion for my brain to be able to parse where they will end up. I was really into that game when I was much younger. Gosh, I was like 14 or 15, and my older brother built a computer, and then he went to college and left me with that computer. And like, I didn't know anything about how computers worked, and like all that was on it was Toho 8. So I played it constantly. Do I dare take Halu? Yeah, why not? And just instantly upgrade it twice. Yeah, we'll see how this goes with difficulty of 5. I should probably be building some amount of defense. Because Ame does not have any innate defensive moves. Gosh, I might have made a big mistake, and now I'm going to do it again. I get headphones. I'm not that crazy. But I'm going to max Halu right now. Don't do it, they say. I'm not bold enough for face mask. I thought about just going like full masochist and seeing if I could still win. Yeah, I like the hard mode stages have different music and stuff. I wonder about, like, I know that the legality of this game is like a fragile thing, right? Where they can't accept any money for it. Otherwise, like the developer would then be profiting off of an IP that they don't own. But also, like, how can they use... I guess they can use the music and stuff and the likenesses, right? Because no money is changing hands, is how that works. But I guess nothing's stopping you from donating to them, right? I probably should not encourage things. Please, yeah, you know, please abide by the rules. Is the official stance. I don't know what the rules are, but figure them out and abide by them. But yeah, the guy who made this actually is like an animator as well. I saw they had like an IMDb page, and I looked them up, and they'd done all kinds of stuff up to now before making this. Seems like a very chill dude. He shows up in like HoloLive people playing this and just like will super chat them $5 with a smiley face and nothing else. Just seems like a nice VTuber enjoyer. Oh god, I'm totally dead. I should not have taken that Halu. I'm doomed. Okay. If I get to 20% health, I'm going to panic, hit the super button, and hope that I live. I heard something drop, and I don't know where it is. They are not dropping any defense. That's because I'm not using my rerolls like a fool. EN Curse will do enough damage to maybe keep me alive if I get good procs. You know, I play a lot of Final Fantasy XIV, and I would use the term proc to, like, mean, like a thing happened, right? A random thing happened, but I had no idea what proc meant. I'm like, does this mean, like, procurement of the thing that you wanted? Like, you've procured your button that you wanted to hit? But it turns out it's an acronym, right? It stands for Programmed Random Occurrence. Which, I hate when acronyms pick some of the words, to get 2 letters, because, like, they just did that so it would be easier to say. It should be called a pro. This is the hill I will die on. You should be fishing for pros. Man, lucky stamps. I'm only 5 minutes in. Yeah, we'll see how this all goes. I need to get a lava bucket real quick, otherwise golden anvils are going to be bad. Because I can't make Eldritch Horror. I cannot afford to not have EN Curse on difficulty this high. That's another thing that sucks about collabs. If the ingredients are too good, then the collabs that you could make with them are, like, never worth it. Try to, like, spam the bosses. Give me lava bucket. Yes. Alright, give me lava bucket. That's still good. Man, other crazy thing about this game is, like, you know, they use the little fan representations, and most of them are official, right? Like, we all know how Callie's fans look like little skeleton bros, but not all of the included talents have an official, like, fan mascot. So the developer got to, like, take a liberty with that. But the crazy thing is, like, after the fact, they made like Kyla from Indonesia, right? Didn't have a mascot, so they just made one up for her. But then after the fact, they made an official mascot, and it's like, are you gonna retcon? I need to get another bucket. Or are you gonna just include both? And I kind of hope they include both, because, like, a lot of the ones that the dev made, I actually quite like. I think if I get the, like, hamburger drop item, I can super collab it with the Eldritch Cooking. Get the axe in the book for my last collab. No, I should be fishing for something with Idle Song. I know that Fanbeam makes something with Idle Song. You know that thing I said I had memorized? It totally does, right? Idle Song and Fanbeam. Oh no, that's Glowstick and Fanbeam. I was wrong. I'm glad I didn't pick Fanbeam. We'll do Glowstick. I hate that Bay's sticker is the joke one. I want only the best of the items to be for the rat. Man, I'm getting crazy drops. It's like 1 in, what was it, like 1500 something to get a stamp? But I guess you're also killing, like, tens of guys every second. Got the hammer, and I'm level 50. Should be a matter of time before I get... Oh wait, I'm full on items. Oh my god, I can't get any super collabs. Okay. Cool. Man, while I was at the board game thing last night, I was talking about, once everyone was getting tired and, like, some people were, like, walking the streets playing that Monster Hunter game, I decided that I would sit down and just grind out matches in Street Fighter 6. And for the first time in my life, in a Street Fighter game, I hit gold, which, like, isn't even much, but it's a lot for me, who loves fighting games but is bad at them. Uh-oh. That's a timer. Will my time stop help? That's bullshit. My time stop does not stop time. Okay, good. It was not a DPS check that I need to worry about. Oh no, I actually said a bad word on YouTube before. We're 20 minutes in, right? I know there's some cutoff where you can't say a bad word in the first couple minutes of your stream or video or whatever, otherwise YouTube gets mad at you. I was just so taken aback by the fact that the time stop move does not stop timers. But I guess it doesn't change the stage timer either, so it is consistent. I can't really be mad. Yeah, let's do axe and book for the last one. I forget what the boss is here on hard. I know on normal it's H-on just flying around being a Toho boss. Casting spells. Ooh, Yago. Please give me your sword, Yago. Okay. There's some cool patterns in this game. Oh, I heard the good noise. There's the anvil. Do I even have stuff to level? I guess I just got axe. I just realized, since, like I said, I can't monitor my model very effectively while I'm streaming, I have, like, I put on such a face when I'm concentrating that I probably look, like, so angry staring at this. Here, I'll put on my angry face, I think. Am I doing my angry face right now? I can't even tell. There's H-on. Oh! Okay, we're already like... Well, there will be room if I can get a... There it is, golden anvil. I want to get that before the box. What collabs with the end curse? Can't get that. I could get bounce ball. Cutting board would be good, because then you get bone bros. Let's just go wild. Here we go. Bone bros is good, I think. People don't like bone bros. I think I might just like it because it's a Caligura collab, which is like top tier. But I guess in this mode, or this stage, it would be good, because it shoots two directions and you can just look left and like be blasting right as well. Cutting board does not get its special effect on Ame. She does not meet the prerequisites. Oh yeah. This line, if you play the game in Japanese, it does a different line from the song that it's referencing. And it's one of the few, like, intentional differences in the translation. But now what do I get for my final item, right? What's even left? I could go for a big knockback. Bounce ball, you know, Ame probably does meet the prerequisites for the, varies between characters thing. We'll do that. Game's very hypnotic for me. Because, like, I have to concentrate just enough to, not die. but I can kind of like not zone out, but just kind of get into a nice relaxed state while I'm doing that little amount of effort and just enjoy the flashing lights that my primitive raccoon brain enjoys. So many anvils and not enough items to upgrade. Now I gotta start doing the like ascensions, which they cost money, they give you very little damage, but I feel like I have to do them anyway. Probably go Bone Bros. Yeah, I've been farming the achievements for this game, and the achievement for getting your main weapon, like 15 ascensions or whatever, by the end of it, the chance goes down every ascension you do past like max level, right? And by the end of it, for the achievement, you're rolling like a 20% chance, and you have a hard limit of like 30 minutes because you're not getting anvils during the Yago invasion. But I got lucky, as you do when you try it enough times. Man, you know what I wanted to watch yesterday? I was busy doing the board game thing, but I heard that Iris was getting a new outfit, and I'm a certified Iris enjoyer. And I kind of got a little bit of a spoiler that there's a bunch of new hairstyles that go with it, because it's like, oh, vote on which one is your favorite. And I tried to just scroll past the post really quick so I didn't get spoiled. But man, after this, I'm gonna go watch that. I love me some Iris, man. Here's a fun story that I probably shouldn't tell the internet, but a while back when they announced the plushies for Council, right? I was just gonna buy the Bay one to put in my little rat worship corner. But then I'm all like, you know what I should do instead? Is I should get the Iris one as well so I can make them hold hands. And so I did. Isn't that wild to think about? And to just tell, like, anyone on the internet who chooses to watch this? I guess there's a degree of nobody knowing my shame. Oh, do I dare destroy my build for greed? The answer is always yes. No, you only get one level, even when you use a max upgrade. Damn. I don't even need the money, and yet I still take greed, and I think that says a lot about what greed really is, right? You want it just because it's there. I have no intention of using this gold, like, in the next couple months while Pecora Casino comes out. And even then, this is a video game. It will use a separate currency, so you can't bankrupt your main game to do it. Although I guess it would be in character, right? I guess it's Pecora, but they could do like a Neko Finance like idea where you get into horrible debt at the casino. Probably been in development way before that angle was being worked. This is one of those games where if you don't know how it's played and you look at it, you're just like, there's no way the person playing this is actually doing anything to influence what's happening. Imagine what this would look like with Bay's ult on. So, here's a question. I was talking about how some people say super collabs are bad because they take 2 slots to then go down to 1 slot and it's no more powerful than a single slot item. What are you using anvils on if you only use single slot items, right? Like, you could go for the ascensions, but the bonus is so minuscule, unless I'm missing something, right? I gotta figure out where the real HoloCure heads hang out and ask them. I'll go undercover. Oh, this is a difficult pattern. I kind of wish there was an option to delay leveling up until you, like, hit a button. Because sometimes I'm, like, in the zone dodging, and then it's like, I gotta pick an item and then get right back in the zone. You know, you can pet Bubba, the dog running around. If you walk up to it and hit P, it like zooms in and you pet it, and like it doesn't do anything. But it's very cute. Yeah, I find that turning the difficulty up on this game actually makes it easier. Because the enemies get stronger and there's more of them, but the more experience is a huge boon. But also, if you max out a little early, the more experience at this point is actually not making me any stronger, because I'm just picking coins. I could be picking stat ups, and like 10% health is no small number. But like I said, greed is a powerful thing, right? I just want those coins, man. I want to sit on my pile of coins and wait for the next update. They'll drop like another branch of JP, and I'll just buy all of them in the first minute of the new update. All Bone Bros, all the time. What's my chance here? I know that there's a percentage of this working, right? There must be. Am I blind? Does this just work every time? I could have sworn. Here it is, success rate 75. I was about to just be floored with myself. Man, I hope that my keyboard noises are not coming through, because I really am hitting these keys like they stole my money. I really like a mechanical keyboard. I've never had one until, like, recently. But they're cool. They make me feel like a pro gamer whenever I hit the buttons. It's like, yeah, I'm gaming. Listen to my clicking noises. It also makes me sound like I'm faster at typing than I am. Like, one of my secret shames is that, like, I'm not necessarily slow at typing, but whenever I look at someone else type, I'm like, yeah, you're faster than me. Well, anyone who, like... How do I put this? Anyone who uses a computer frequently for things that aren't work. I should play, Typing of the Dead, right? Buamoko played that. And that was a rollicking good time. I think those dogs are amazing. And also, they're doing numbers. They're at like 700,000 subs. And the closest one to them in their generation that they debuted with is at like, it's Narissa at like 400 something. And you could make the case that there's two of them, so they should be doing twice as good. But like, man, that's impressive. Yeah, it really blew my mind when they all got announced and their channels went up. Like, English Generation 3. And they had like 200,000 subs before they even like said anything to the world. And it's like, dang, that's I was one of them, right? I subbed to all 4 channels the moment they came out, so it's not like I'm saying it's a bad thing, but like that's impressive, right? Just the faith that that's going to be something that you want to be subbed to before you even see a thing. And like, I was right. I'm still subbed to them all, of course. But like, that's some crazy numbers. Like, what does 200,000 people even look like, right? Because when I went to go see Connect the World, the YouTube Theater is a 5,000 seat venue. So... Oh, I can't math right now. Let's say... It's some multiple of that. It's a decently high multiple of 5,000 people. Oh. Did I hit level 100? I can't believe I did that without making a build for it. People online are talking about how to get that achievement, and it's like you have to play as Roboco because of all of her EXP buffs. But like, man, I just must be having a banger of a run. I should have been getting stat buffs too, because I'd probably be a killing machine. That's pretty hype. Very rarely do I get achievements in this game now. I have, other than maxing people's like fandom levels, just very slowly as I play as them, I do not get many achievements because I have almost all of the general ones. This is where Bone Bros is like putting in work. Okay, here's something to think about. You know, at fast food joints, when you get the cup, and the cup has those little buttons on top that like denote what kind of drink is in there. No one uses them, but they're there. And I got a Sprite from a McDonald's today. I got some of that McDonald's Sprite. You know how it is. And I looked at the buttons and what they said. And it was, what was it? It was diet, other, T, and then the last one was just the letter P. What could that mean, right? And originally I thought, oh, it's Pepsi. But I'm pretty sure that, like, Sprite's a Coke thing, right? Or is that a Pepsi thing? Is that, like, Pepsi? Why am I missing? I'm not doing damage to that enemy. Oh. Okay. I'm not gonna make it out. Oh my god. It's not like Final Fantasy where the AoE goes off and snapshots you. It would suck to die right now. Oh my god, I'm taking so much damage. I'm one hit! Oh. My hubris. I took the Halu, I took the difficulty 5, and I took all the money. My greed got me in the end. Pain Pecco. I deserve that one. I really can't be mad. But I am a little mad. Okay, I'll do one more run. Oh man, I gotta not think about that because now I'm like, I'm in the zone. I feel like I should play Crony just to see, like, if I think about the slows, right? God, speaking of the like Promise debut stream with the Promise games, watching them all play Tug of War has let me know that Crony is an absolute gorilla. Because Bae is extremely strong, right? But she's supposedly pretty small. But she, like, does bouldering and stuff. So you'd think she'd be, like, absolutely yoked. But Crony destroyed her and just sent her to the underworld instantly. Which means she must be an absolute gorilla. Right? Like, insane. Let's do her. I'm thinking about the strength. Halloween Castle is very hard. I hate this level, but it must be done to get that trophy. I want to know how much Crony can bench. Perfection is also great because, like, world record runs, you play them on hardcore where you are not allowed to take damage. So people take Perfection where you're only getting your buffs if you're at max health, and when your health is 1, you're always at max or you're not playing anymore. I'm not taking Halu again. We're gonna try to win after that horrible defeat. God, yeah, I'm actually pretty mad about that. But yeah, Perfection is good, and this time bubble is like how you prevent the Yagos from destroying you. go mostly damage right now. And then you get Body Pillow, right? Because Body Pillow gives you a shield, which does not count as health for Perfection. So you're always having Perfection on, and you can get hit in hardcore mode without dying instantly. Because nobody actually wins without touching an enemy. I have beat a stage on hardcore just to see if I could, right? And there's that achievement for it. And it was a very threatening... I think I played as Fauna, because she has, like, the Whisper trait, which makes it so every couple of seconds you get a Whisper stack, and then when you get hit, instead of taking damage, the Whisper goes away. I'll get the horn just to, like, be funny. Yeah, listen to that, and the tune is gonna go wah, wah. I love it. I can't take this seriously now. One of my, you'd think that I'd know what all of the things are in reference to in this game, and I feel like I know most. I have no idea where the trumpet is from. Like, who played a trumpet to get famous enough to get it in the game? What does my ult even do, right? I think it's another, like, time manipulation. There's a lot of Crony Ame overlap, lore-wise. We want the coat early. Yeah. I think this is a very cool weapon. I'm very impressed that you can have like 30 dudes in a game, and they all have like pretty unique weapons. Like, Ame is the most basic, she's the very first character in the game, just shoot gun. But even other people who have similar like shoot gun mechanics, like Mume has like shoot feather, right? But then the feathers get like a bouncing effect. I think that the variance in weapons is very cool. And man, do I wonder how they're gonna, like, half the HoloLive people are in the game, so there's a lot more thinking to be done. Like, I know that the dev was talking about how to do Fuamoko, because there's 2 of them, and people were like, oh, do a stance switch character where, like, your super makes you switch between Mokoko and Fuawa, right? But then they're like, no, we want something unique, and we already have, like, the special as a stance change for Pachama. And so it's like, you're gonna have to find a way to play as both. And it's like, you could just have them be, like, back-to-back, and, like, you're always shooting left and right. But I have a feeling that they're gonna go wild with it. Do I have the DPS to even kill this? Okay, I do. Weapon will doot harder. What was I saying about Fumiko? Oh, yeah. So, like, how are you gonna make them... How are you gonna make that work, right? There's a couple things you could do. Yeah, have them back-to-back. Or, like, have one of them be, like, the pet character, which is a weird thing to say, but, like, have one of them be the main and the others run around. But then it's kind of like Ame and Bubba, right? Like, it's gonna be tough to figure out how to do this. I should have taken Body Pillow. I'm a fool. I saw Lava Bucket and just took it. Foolish. Yeah, it turns out that tank builds are like, if you want to clear the stage, do a tank build with like the like steak cooking super collab. And yeah, that you use this thing for. Why not? Take breastplate to like lower speed but increase health and give you like a thorns effect. And then just like stand still. Like, people can win this game as Kiara without even moving. I did win this game without even moving once for an achievement, but I used Fauna because, like, the planets and stuff and the big pickup range and all of her moves are, like, they go in a circle. So I figured I wouldn't have to aim much. And it was pretty tough, but can I do this again? It will be harmful if this dude's any louder. Oh, yeah. I should start building haste now to get more dudes per second. My DPS will go up. This is amusing me way more than I thought it would. I think it's because it's on Crony, right? Like, the cognitive dissonance of the doot noise isn't just Crony being, like, a perfect little edgelord. Edge lady. I think that they lower the BGM, and that's how they make the doots louder. You will endure at least 14 more minutes of this. Come on. Come on. Please die. Thank you. Yeah, no more upgrading that. It's maxed. I would subject you to it if I could, but I can't. I should do an all meme sticker run where you get the horn, you get RGB, and then you get Bay's reverse sticker. And then you can only build haste. So you get like Candy Kingdom sweets and all the haste ups. You have all of the item slots locked other than the one for the haste sweets. And then, so stat ups will come quicker instead of items. And then you just keep building haste to get like highest doots per minute in the game. Okay, what are we gonna do this time? We've built defense a little bit, right? We've got the pepper. We've got the bandage. I'll still take body pillow because I'm a coward. No Halu. Gotta take breastplate. Yeah, I'm already pretty quick. I have been building items only now that I realize that I have a single other weapon. My clock hands are just putting in work. Ow. Man, I'm really thinking about that Costco pizza. It does not take much to make me happy. It's crazy that the Costco hot dog has remained the same price since, like, time immemorial, right? They've got to be eating a massive loss on that. But I bet it gets people in there, right? Like, I would not be going to Costco today if they did not have that pizza, and I'm sure plenty of people do the same for the hot dog. And once you're in there, you can't leave Costco without spending like $100, because like you've made the trip, and you've got to make it worth it. One of my friends was telling me actually that Costco has. Maybe I'll try it today. Costco has like this coffee drink, and he's like, "Oh, it's super good. You should try it." And like, I never even like considered anything but the pizza and the hot dog from Costco. Like, I know they have a menu of stuff and like massive pictures up there. Like, they've got a chicken bake, but it's like $10 for a chicken bake. And when you're sitting in front of the Costco food court and you could spend $1.50 for a hot dog or like $2.50 for a pizza, no one in their right mind is spending $10 on a chicken bake. Even if it was the best chicken bake in the freaking world, is it worth 4 slices of pizza? And they're big slices. And the answer is no. And if you think the answer is yes, you're incorrect. But like, they keep offering the chicken bake, which means people are buying it. I've never seen anyone with a chicken bake before. I hardly see people with the pizza. I'm the weird one for eating the pizza when the hot dog's available. I'm gonna ask them if there's actually chicken bakes back there. I think that they just put that there to see. Maybe it's like a code thing, right? You walk up, you're like, hey, I'll have the chicken bake. And that, like, they let you into the back. Oh my god, I forgot that. Duck. Oh, that doesn't freeze that. That's... Time stop stuff in this game decides what it does and what it does not stop. Man, so I tried that Star Rail game. The same friend who told me about the Costco coffee. I have very few friends, but I really love the ones I have. The same friend told me to try out Star Rail because they're real into it. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed. It's crazy to me that you can play like legit video games on a cell phone now. Like, it's not, because, you know, I play a ton of Arknights. Arknights is a legit video game, but, like, you can tell that it was designed for a phone, which is fine. But when you look at Star Rail, it's like, man, yeah, this looks like a game you could play on a PS5 or whatever. And, like, I play it on a PS5 because I don't want to put it on my phone and overheat it and fill up all the space and also destroy any amount of productivity I have, because then I just play it everywhere I am. But like, the fact you can get stuff like that on a phone for no money is wild to me. We've come a long way from like Rage of Bahamut, right? That was the first phone game I ever played. Oh, this is a great story. When I was in middle school, I'm aging myself. You can do the math and figure out how old I am if you want. When I was in middle school, I was sitting in math class, and I was playing Rage of Bahamut on my iPod Touch that I bought from a guy in a bathroom the prior year. These are all true facts. And the girl behind me, she must have been looking over my shoulder, right? She's like, "Hey, are you playing Rage of Bahamut?" And I'm like, "Yeah, do you play Rage of Bahamut?" She's like, "Me and my boyfriend play tons of Rage of Bahamut. You should join our thing." And I got, like, embroiled in, like, this club, basically, where... Oh, I should not have taken that. I'm having too much fun talking about... Okay, we're fine. I'll live. No, I'm gonna just keep upgrading it and ruin my build. I got embroiled in a... like, Rage of Bahamut fan club type thing, that it turns out there's like 6 or 7 kids at my school who are all into it, and I ended up making one of those little in-game guilds. Oh man, I was talking about it. I'm gonna do it. RGB. And so, like, before you know it, oh my god, I'm actually making a meme build, and I'm trying to tell a story, but I keep making the meme build. Yeah, it turns out that, you know, I made some of my best friends when I was younger, like really young. all through playing Rage of Bahamut and some girl behind me talking about it. And I hung out with those people for years after that. And then I continued to go on to play all of the Cygames games, right? Like, I played a little Grand Blue Fantasy, like I mentioned about the bingo thing. I never got into it, because it's just, I got into it literally like 10 years after it came out. There's too much going on for me to even begin to comprehend how that game works. No greed. And so I didn't play a ton of it. I played Dragalia Lost from the day it opened to the day it closed, I think without even ever missing a day. That is a dearly missed game. And then I'm waiting for Uma Musume to come over, which I think is a Cygames thing. And, yeah, I hope that that comes over to the West, because, man, those horse girls, you gotta love them. I was in LA a while back, and I bought a model of, like, the title character from that show, and I built it, and it just stands there and stares at me while I try to sleep, just waiting for Uma Musume to come over to the West. There's like a Pecora laugh track in this song I never heard. This stage isn't as bad as I remember. Maybe it's just because I built defense and I'm hard to kill now. But once the projectile enemies come out, that's when it gets real. There's only so much you can do in this game, like pre-projectile enemies. Nice. That's a nice way to get 2 levels for free. Oh, I wasn't even thinking about this. I'll take a Bardiche. Are you tired of this noise yet? Because I'm not replacing this stamp for anything. That Bardiche is putting in work. Okay, you'd think I'd know this, because I'm like a melee weapon enjoyer. I don't know the difference between like a Bardiche and a halberd. They look about the same, right? Like axe on the end of a stick with like a spear. That's what this looks like, right? I'm seeing an axe head. There's a bit of a spear looking thing. It's kind of hard to see with how fast it moves. I need another weapon. I need something that collabs with glow sticks. I'll just go clock ends. Too bad that doesn't make the horn doot louder. What if it was like doot like in relation to damage? The more damage you do, the dootier it gets. Was it Glowstick Fan Beam? Yeah. Yeah, the healing is insane. You could make a build with Fauna, and this collab, super collab, that gives you that little 3 health tick you're seeing, and like you do damage every time Fauna gets a heal. Man, I love Fauna. But yeah, it would be so good. But that's like a really well-known combination. Not getting any breakthroughs with that one. I think my meme build is done, unless I can get Bay's reverse stamp in the next 4 minutes to just make it a little more zany. So here's a tough question, right? If we relate this particular game back to like the main quest of this YouTube channel, it'd be a real interesting place to win or to live, because in one way you're hanging out with all of the hollows, which is a nice thing, a nice thought. But also there's cats in witch hats shooting lasers at you constantly, which is a pretty big negative. Yeah, the projectiles are here, which means the healing is going to be necessary. Well, now I can't make I could make a collab with EN Curse. Could go bounce ball. Oh, that's a different collab, that fiery bit. But I don't have enough time. I'll just get another weapon that I like. Crony is the opposite of cutting board. We can get rid of that. I always forget to use these. Bounce ball. I think that Crony's top tier actually for the bounce ball. Her and Fauna, I think, are like the two that get the most out of it. Yeah, Crony's outfit in her 2D model looks pretty insane, but Crony's outfit in her 3D model, it looks pretty wild. Man, speaking of Crony's outfit, there's this dude on Reddit, right? Since Crony debuted, he decided he would post daily content of Crony until she joined the subreddit officially and started, like, talking to people on there, as some of them do. And he said that if she didn't join within 2 years, he would order a cosplay outfit of hers, put it on, and, like, twerk against his body pillow of Crony. And that day came 2 days ago. It came and went, and Crony did not join Reddit. And I watched this man debase himself on the internet. He's true to his word and a true hero. And I swear to God, I was expecting Crony to join Reddit 20 minutes after, but she held out. I think she truly has no interest, but man, I was hoping that she would join and just be like, nice job. Absolute cursed content. What a hero, though. Dude has, like, cemented himself into the lore forever. I love stuff like that. Oh, I gotta kick these balls around. I don't want to move too much because my healing puddles. I kind of forgot the dudes were abnormal. I'm starting to accept them. What is the boss on this? Oh, it's all of Myth. Oh, this boss is tough too. And I don't think the time stop does much. Oh, I should have taken that stamp. That was a haste stamp. That would have made more dudes. Oh well. Alright, let's see. Who should I hard focus? No, it's not the myth people. That's on hard. It's Hachama. This is a classic boy hell. Yeah. No hit. Perfection. You can see my health is maxed up there because I'm good at this. Okay. This is probably a good time to go. Let me just get my little spot here, right? Let me just, like... There we go. Take your pictures. Yeah, I'm gonna go and watch that that Iris outfit reveal because I really wanted to check that out. I'm sure it's gonna be a good time. Maybe I'll be back in some amount of hours. Maybe I'll do a later stream tonight because I do want to play more Affogato. But also I gotta go get that Costco pizza, and I gotta stock up on caffeinated beverage because my blood is caffeine. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the future. Bye.